Guys, is Bitcoin right now trading in this wedge pattern, and can we see a major breakout out of this wedge pattern quite soon, and to which direction that breakout most likely will be? Guys, that is going to be the topic of today's video. We are going to zoom in on the price action of Bitcoin. I'm going to show you what we can expect in the immediate short-term time frame, but we are also going to have a look at some different charts, like for example the DXY chart right now, which just had a breakout, and I want to tell you, I want to talk about the implications this might have on the price of Bitcoin. So guys, all about that in today's video. With that being said, my name is Jeroen. Welcome to the Blockchain Today, the channel where you subscribe for the best crypto analysis videos. Now guys, let's jump right into it. And as you may recall in my previous video, guys, I have been talking about the dangers that we were seeing with Bitcoin right here at the top, and I've said that most likely we could be seeing a pullback due to the fact that we are seeing these signs of weakness as well in the S&P 500. We got positive funding rates, right? The majority of the people are longing Bitcoin, and after I published that warning video, guys, we have seen a drop in the Bitcoin price. But yeah, so far we haven't seen any follow through with that drop as well. Bitcoin right now is consolidating, and yeah, that is where we're also going to have a look at what we can expect right now in the immediate short-term time frame. Is Bitcoin going to get a nice reversal, bounce right here, or can we get a further drop? Well guys, first of all, I would like to go to the daily time frame, but before we are jumping into the daily time frame, guys, make sure you smashed up that like button down below. That is truly helping out, pushing these videos to as much people as possible, which is very important, of course, because we want the majority of the people out there making the right decisions right there in the crypto markets. But yeah guys, so make sure you drop a like and make sure you subscribe to the channel, of course, if you haven't done so already. Now let's look at the daily time frame, and one thing that is already quite interesting on the daily time frame and is actually showing signs of weakness is this bearish divergence on the relative strength index. So we have a higher high right here on the candle chart, and we have a lower high right here in the relative strength index. That is a bearish divergence. Normally those are the first warning signals of a potential reversal. In this case, that would be a reversal to the downside, and that could also be expressed in a further pullback in the price of Bitcoin. If we were to get a bounce right here and we were to break above this line right here, then that would invalidate this bearish divergence. And one important thing with bearish divergences is that they can be very confusing in a bull market, because in a bull market, when price retraces, that most of the time comes along with bearish divergences, and a lot of traders will interpret those signs as a bearish sign, while you shouldn't see it as a bearish sign yet before we are actually losing a key support level. So a bearish divergence you should act upon like a warning signal, something that should make you alert. And next to that divergence, we want to find proof in the price, in the chart. We want to find more evidence that actually the price is looking bearish and that warning signal is playing out. So if right now Bitcoin is holding this support level, if we were to lose this support, for example, then this bearish divergence is telling us that with losing that support, there can be quite some bearish momentum coming along with this move, which shows us that there is some fuel for downwards momentum. So that's basically what it's saying right here. And so that is the first warning signal that we are seeing. Other warning signal that we are seeing is the declining volume, while Bitcoin is actually having an attempt of breaking out from the previous all-time high. We broke the previous all-time high, but we lost it again with very low volume. That basically shows us right now that Bitcoin is consolidating in a bigger, more broader pattern. And the pattern that I'm right now seeing is this potential wedge pattern, and normally a rising wedge as it is has a higher likelihood to break out to the downside rather than to the upside. However, it also depends on how we've entered that certain pattern. So in this case, we've entered that pattern from an uptrend, And these patterns, triangle formations, wedges, they can often function as continuation patterns as well. So in this case, I would say the chances of breaking out to the downside would be as high of breaking out to the upside, due to the fact that we've entered this formation from an uptrend. If we would came from a downtrend right here, we got a bounce with a rising wedge, and yeah, then the chances of that rising wedge breaking out to the downside are significantly higher than that rising wedge then breaking out to the upside. That's just an important thing to note. Then guys, let's go to the 4-hour time frame right here, and here we can see that support level a little bit more clearer. This white line, which is the support, is also the top of this formation right here. That was back in April, which was the Bitcoin top at approximately $65,000. That level is so far acting as support, which is quite interesting because it is possible to see a bounce from these levels right here. That would be actually quite bullish for Bitcoin if we were to see a bounce. Also, when we have a look at the funding rates were quite high. We have seen very positive funding rates, but right now they are resetting. They are going to more healthy levels, which is a good sign for Bitcoin, because if we would maintain those high funding rates, then that just increases the likelihood of a drop in the Bitcoin price due to the fact that the majority is long, and that can cause selling pressure on the price of Bitcoin. So the main resistance right now is at approximately $68,700, and the main support below us right now, a very important support, is at approximately slightly above $60,000 at $61,677. So I would say Bitcoin right now is ranging within this bigger pattern. If we can get a breakout to the upside and we can get that decisive breakout with increased amounts of volume, then we might have that decisive breakout and acceleration in the rally, which we are expecting when Bitcoin is breaking that previous all-time high. However, guys, if we were to lose the support right here, we could be seeing a further drop in the Bitcoin price, a further pullback, but in the grand scheme of things, Bitcoin can still look bullish. This is just for the shorter term time frame, and I'm also going to show you the exact charts that you can watch in order to get a better understanding, more confirmation that this is actually playing out. But before we are going to jump into the other charts, let's go to the 1 hour time frame very quickly. Let's see what we can see here. We got some strong signals on the 1 hour time frame. We got a buy signal right here on our momentum indicator. We are seeing the relative strength index trending up as well, which is looking okay. So we could be definitely seeing a bounce right here. However, you always have to be careful of the following scenario, that this potentially is a bear flag scenario. So what is a bear flag scenario? Bear flag is a continuation pattern. So what we are seeing is we're having a drop, then we consolidation in this flag formation, and eventually we will get a continuational move to the downside, which is a continuation of this drop, and that is not a drop. It looks like this is definitely possible, as this drop came along with quite some volume. So that is just something to watch, guys. If Bitcoin is losing the uptrending support right here, we can see a further drop, and Bitcoin can come all the way down to $61,000, approximately $700. That is definitely possible. And if we hold that level, then we are still trading in that bigger wedge pattern. So guys, that is what I'm watching in the shorter term time frame. If we can break above a horizontal resistance right here, or break above that uptrending resistance, then we can see a bounce. If you really want to analyze it for short-term trading, for leverage trading, you can always use Fibonacci retracement tool right here, because we also can see a bounce to one of the retracement levels. Let me draw that for you. So we could be seeing something like this, a retracement, and then see a further move to the downside. I would definitely be prepared for that, but also don't act upon the price of Bitcoin for a downside move unless we are breaking that key support right here of $65,000 decisively in the immediate short-term time frame. And guys, for a bigger pullback, of course, we also have to lose this uptrending support of that wedge formation. Then guys, let's dive into this other chart. Before we are jumping into this other chart, guys, I quickly want to remind you that right now you only have a couple of days left to claim your major bonus over on the Bybit exchange. And right now they have basically for every single user you can get up to $3,000 bonus. But if you sign up with my specific affiliate link down below this video, you can actually get a bonus up to $3,500 and you will get a 10% discount on your trading fee. So let's have a quick look at this. This will go on till the 18th of November. So you got approximately 6 days left if you are interested in that. And they also have another deal within this bonus, that is that when your trading volume adds up to more than $1,000 before the 25th of November, you'll also be included in an exclusive lucky draw featuring a grand prize of 0.1 Bitcoin. But mainly the bonus is more important, right, if you are trading. So normally if you would just sign up on Bybit, you will get a 3% deposit bonus. With my specific affiliate link down below, you will get a 3.5% deposit bonus, which can give you a bonus up to $3,500. And with my link, you will get as well that 10% discount on your trading fees, which can actually add up quite a lot if you trade some volume. Then guys, let's go to the Dixie chart, because the Dixie chart is actually looking quite interesting and might be a very good chart, signaling us what's going to happen with Bitcoin here as well. Because to refresh your mind, everybody, like the Dixie has a inverse correlation with Bitcoin, which basically means that when the Dixie is looking bullish, most of the time Bitcoin is looking bearish, and when the Dixie is looking bearish, Bitcoin is looking bullish. That is a inverse correlation. And a direct correlation, what we have with Bitcoin and the S&P 500, is that when they are moving simultaneously. So when the S&P 500 increase, Bitcoin increase. When the S&P 500 decrease, Bitcoin decreases. So this is very interesting to look at these different charts, because if we can find some signals in the charts which could strengthen certain scenarios in the Bitcoin chart, then that is only extra confirmations and more confidence for us as a trader for certain scenarios to play out, right? So what we are seeing right now in the Dixie is that we just had a nice breakout. We got that breakout and the Dixie saw a nice pump, and while with Bitcoin we actually saw that Bitcoin was going down. So this is another example of how direct and that inverse correlation actually is. But as we can see right here, if we are zooming out, we have a bigger formation which could be a rising wedge formation right here, a uprising channel, where we eventually could see a breakout from either to the upside, or we could be continue to range within this pattern and maybe eventually see even a breakout to the downside. Quick reminder that this is a little bit a scary pattern, and due to the fact that this is kind of a reversal pattern. So we have a downtrend, we have a W formation, and eventually we broke the neckline, back tested the neckline, and right now we are continuing this uptrend. So that is just something to note right here. If the Dixie would see a breakout out of this uptrending resistance to the upside, that can definitely be a warning signal for Bitcoin. However, the chances of the Dixie continue to trade within a certain formation is of course higher than seeing that breakout. So I do expect the Dixie to soon right here roll over and at least come down to test the support. And it's going to be interesting how the Dixie is going to react at the support. Because guys, if we were to lose this support and we were to break out to the downside from this rising wedge formation, then that could actually be a very bullish sign for either Bitcoin and the stock markets, because there's also an inverse correlation between the Dixie and the stock market. So this is an interesting chart you want to be watching as well if you are trading the regular financial markets or if you are trading Bitcoin as well. And a lot of people asking me what to do with altcoins right now. Well, I personally think it is better to wait a little bit with altcoins, to have a little bit cautious attitude towards them due to the fact that we don't yet have that clear direction in the Bitcoin price. And also, whenever we do get that clear direction in the Bitcoin price, most likely the altcoins will lag anyway. So the thing is, if we were to get that further pullback in the price of Bitcoin, which is definitely possible if we break out to the downside from the structure, then most of the time altcoins won't be looking good and will be bleeding more against US dollar than Bitcoin. That is something that we quite often see. That is, it's not a certainty, but it's a very high probability. And if we were to break out to the upside, then we are also seeing most of the time that the attention and liquidity is being focused on Bitcoin, which also means that altcoins against Bitcoin are not rallying during those times. So I would say right now, have a cautious attitude towards altcoins. First, check the reaction of Bitcoin. If we get acceleration right here, then we can have a look at some altcoin charts for entries. And if we were to get that breakout to the downside and then get a further pullback in the Bitcoin price, then yeah, most likely altcoins will bleed even more in the Bitcoin against Bitcoin. So then it's also not the most ideal situation to be positioned into altcoins. Guys, that is my opinion. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section. Do you think that is true? Do you think we should wait for the direction in the Bitcoin price? And do you think the DXY chart is going to be important right here into our analysis? And let me know if you think whether Bitcoin is going to break out to the upside or whether Bitcoin is going to break out to the downside. So guys, let me know in the comment section down below. Then for all the traders out there who are interested in learning more about trading cryptocurrencies and who are willing to invest a little bit into themselves and are really wanting to take the next step into their trading journey, I've created a cryptocurrency trading course where I'm basically teaching you step by step how the crypto market's working, how you can analyze charts, and especially how you can develop your own profitable trading strategy based on your needs as a trader. And that is a very interesting course. Right now there is a discount on that course, so the normal price of the course is around $400 US. Right now, if you use the code crypto150, you will get a $150 US discount on the course. So eventually it is approximately a course of $250 US. Not too much, and eventually it's approximately a little bit more than 30 lessons, 30 lectures there. And you basically will learn you will learn a lot of knowledge, a lot of more in-depth analysis, which I'm normally not really able to do right here in these videos. So we will be talking a lot about, for example, what is your worst enemy when trading, where you really have to watch on, how can you really spot a certain pattern, which checklist do you can use in order to check the best probabilities for that pattern, what should be your exact entry, what should be your exact exit level. So all of these things you will learn with my trading course. And guys, so far I've only had positive feedback from students saying how much it helped them in their trading journey. So if you think this might be something for you as well, I have a link to the course down below this video. You can find the code for the discount as well, which is crypto150. Then guys, I want to thank you all for watching today's video. I wish you all a wonderful day, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video.